Hey there, welcome to 4-Minute Friday, and this week's sales tip is all about closing. I want to show you how you can potentially close every customer meeting that you ever have, whether that's a telephone call or a face-to-face or a virtual meeting or whatever type of sales interaction you have, how to get a close. Now, before I do that, very briefly, in case you've not met me before, my name is Brian Conway. I'm the creator of Top Line Transformation. .co.uk if you want to check out the website, and the clue's in the name. If you're in sales or you run a business or you're a sales manager and you want to improve your sales performance, it might be worth checking it out. Now, this is 4-Minute Friday, where I take a few minutes on a Friday to share with you a sales tactic or strategy or something to help you close more business. And this week, as I said, I want to talk about closing, and I want to reframe the way you think about closing. A lot of people just assume the close is getting the contract signed, the customer commitment to buy, the agreement to raise a purchase order, whatever the customer's buying process might look like. Whereas actually closing, that's just one type of closing, because closing is a series of actions. And this is to do with your sales process. You should have a sales process. I'm not saying all businesses do, which always shocks me, but you should have a sales process. What I call a revenue roadmap is that roadmap that's going to show you how to get to the revenue. And a sales process is really a series of stages or segments or steps, whatever you want to call them, that you take your prospective customer through. So for example, you get a lead and your first objective is to get an appointment. And maybe from that appointment, you want to get a commitment to a demo. And from that demo, you want the customer to commit to allowing you to do maybe an audit of some sort, and from that audit you could then produce some budgetary pricing, and if the pricing is favorable, you could then maybe run a pilot or a proof of concept or a trial, or whatever it might be, and then from the trial, then ultimately they sign up and become an ongoing customer for you. That's stages. Each one of those has a close. You have that initial appointment, and your objective, therefore, is to get the commitment to a demo. And if they commit, you've closed that first stage. And that's the easiest way to think about closing, because it makes it a lot simpler with regards to what your objective is of each meeting. You're not getting overwhelmed with thinking I've got to kind of close the deal. You're just thinking about the next step. Just got to get the customer's commitment to a demo, or from the demo to allow us to do an audit, or from the audit to commit to looking at some pricing from us, or if the pricing's favorable, just want their commitment to a POC. You have each of these much simpler closes, and that's how you can get a close in practically every sales call when you know what those stages are. So you should have a clear process with those defined steps, and each of those segments therefore has its clear outcome that you want to achieve. And there's another benefit of this as well, which means that when you go into any customer meeting, you can be much clearer on what your intention is and what is expected of your customer. So you go into that first meeting, you say, look, all I'm hoping to achieve today is to understand a bit more about your needs, and assuming we can help you, I'd like to get your commitment to a demo just to show you how we may be able to do that. Is that appropriate? Now the customer knows what they're expecting of you. It makes it much easier to get that close at the end of the meeting. So there's a number of benefits of one, having that sales process, that revenue roadmap, knowing what those stages and segments are of that roadmap, and then just trying to close against each one individually without getting overwhelmed with the whole sales process from end to end. So I trust you found that useful. A different way of thinking about closing and customer engagement, and I promise you it will help you close more business. And along the route, you build rapport and relationship and everything with customers as well, which all just underpins and supports your chances of success. So there you go. That's it for this week. I trust you found that useful. Please do like, share, comment, all the usual things. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And then obviously you'll get notification of when I release new content, which I typically do every week. And I hope you have a great weekend, and more importantly, as always, next week that maybe you implement what I've talked about today and you start to see significant improvement in your sales closing capabilities. This has been 4-Minute Friday. I'm Brian Conway. Check out Top Line Transformation if you want to close more sales, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye.